roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Hello mate, you right?
Yeah, I'm good, you? Just starting up.
Yeah, no worries, I'm fine.
Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
TACAN's 120 X-ray, by the way, for this carrier, and it's channel 1.
Was that 120 and 1?
FM.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
4-1's taxi, Cat 2. So they're set to fire. They're set to return fire. So I don't know if that means they have to actually know it was us who shot them. I'm guessing if we're far enough away, they won't even know it's us.
Range of 7 nautical miles though, fuck yeah.
Yeah. But their defences, I think, you're safe above 11,000.
Yeah, no worries. Did you get that skin off the JTF lot, did you?
Yeah, it's 40. Is it 403?
So is that a new mods and liveries that he's done?
No, there's 3 of them in there already. 0, 1 and 2, or 1, 2 and 3 are already in there.
I bet he's going to do them tonight, and then it'll be like log in tomorrow before the mission. Like, right, can you download the liveries as well? I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, last minute.
Fair enough, he's got loads to do.
Oh, performance is noticeably better on this map, isn't it?
standard map though, isn't it?
Yeah. You got the mod in?
No, I keep forgetting to activate.
Just got to check my trim, then I'm good to go.
Roger. I've put waypoint 10 straight away in the HSI, by the way. Just fly direct towards that.
Yeah, good plan. They're basically on waypoint 10. You'll be able to use that waypoint to use your pod against it.
Yeah, cool.
Ready launch when you are.
Okay, I'll tell you when I've saluted.
Roger, power's on here.
Saluted.
What's cool is I actually see your pilot salute. Yours took a lot longer than mine though, I saluted after you. Coming out of reheat, just to mill.
404.
4 ebb on to waypoint 10, right turn. We're going to climb to 16,000.
16,000.
Uh, 411 is fencing in.
You're fencing in, or?
Yep. Let's get it set up all nice and early.
Yeah, I'm going to need to ouch you first.
Ah, fair. I'm just climbing, and I've got a couple on, so it's taking me direct to the waypoint anyway. Say again.
What's your speed?
Current speed's 360. It's coming back a bit. It's passing Angels 1-2. I'm just full dry. I'll go to 90%. 90% RPM once I'm level at 1.6. There's 1.5. Come up to 1.6. There's 1.6. Level enough. Power's coming back to 90. Set.
Or 4. And target pod is looking at the waypoint.
Yep, same for me. Be a little while before we pick it up on the targeting pod, but I'm looking at it.
Yeah, at the moment it's just the black screen.
Yeah, I got 88 miles to target. In theory, you should be able to uncage your MAV. Yeah, so I've switched to the MAV screen, uncaged it, and then switched back to the pod screen, and hopefully that'll all sync up. I'm going to go with the delay 1, just to try and get a bit of penetration on the boat.
Did you put to cage or uncage?
Uncaged, so that it can follow the seeker. Sorry, so that the seeker can follow the pod, in theory. In theory, you should be able to, if it's caged, you should be able to then switch to it. It should lock on, actually. Maybe that's why it didn't the other night. Maybe you have to uncage it first so it can follow the pod, and then it'll actually lock on itself.
Yeah. So MAV is uncaged.
Yeah, cool. You'll have TTMR. Oh, okay. Maybe because we're using the pod, it gives us an actual lock-on distance. I'm not sure. Last night I wasn't getting any distance readout on the MAV lock.
So should my MAV still be crossed out?
Yeah, so the MAV will still be crossed out. It stays crossed out until you actually lock something. It'll only uncross when it's locked on to something.
Cool, good.
Right, I've got the boats in my pod. Because the waypoint's, I think, set at an altitude as opposed to on the ground. So you want to slew down slightly to see the boats.
Can you use the can you hold in the EDC depress button to do that?
No, you want to just do it on how you'd normally do it on a pod. So switch it to either scene or auto. Probably scene's best.
Scene or auto? What do you mean? Normally I unclick it and then scroll it.
Hang on, what are you talking about? The MAV or are you talking about the pod? Because the pod you can just slew onto the target in scene mode. Sensor select right and it changes the mode of the pod. You can have auto, INR, or scene. INR is just a lock to that point on the ground. Auto's like a point track, and scene is like an area track.
Yeah, I have nothing found for that.
You will do. If you've got a sensor select switch right, so it's just press sensor select switch in the direction that your pod is. So is it on your left or right screen?
It's on my right screen, and I've got the diamond on there, but like.
Yeah, so press it again. If it's on your right screen, press sensor select right again, as if you're trying to get the diamond on it again. It'll change and cycle through the modes. You might have to press depress maybe to release its lock, I'm not sure.
Okay, so I have to like double tap it. So what do I want to do it for?
You want it in your scene mode is an area track, so like a grid track. Auto mode's a point track, so it'll track a moving vehicle, etc. Or you've got INR, which is locked to a location on the ground. So I'm using scene. I've got mine set up that it designates a target wherever I stop it, like the Harrier.
Right, well I've lost you now, I don't know where.
What you at?
15.5.
I think you're in my trail. Yeah, you're about 2 miles in my trail.
Literally can't see where you are.
On your nose and up.
Oh yeah. I accidentally knocked the air-to-air mode.
Ah.
And yeah, I've got that INR mode.
Put it in scene mode. That's your area track. So I'm pretty sure it's tracking. It is tracking the pod, the MAVS. So hopefully when I get closer, I'll be able to get a lock. But I don't know if I'll have to switch to the MAV screen to initiate the lock. But I can get it onto the target without using the MAV screen at least.
I think mine's already looking at the target.
Yeah, I'm looking at the leftmost ship. As well? Yeah. Oh.
I'll target the
Weird.
first one in the middle.
Roger, I'm going to target the one on the left edge.
Do I have to fire a laser or anything?
Nope, they're IR, so they should just go. I'm going to launch 2 and then bug out when I get track anyway. So I've used the pod to get it on, but I'm actually probably gonna... Well, actually no, it should work. Yeah, you're zooming ahead of me. Still 20 miles to target on my screen. I got... Yeah, my time to max release is now counting down. Got 90 seconds. Or less if I speed up.
Mine's not, it still says TTMR on it.
Yeah, mine's counting down the TTMR.
I mean, it needs to hurry up because I'm 15 miles out. Still 60.
I got good luck. Rifle times 2, bugging out.
Still got TTMR. I can't fire it.
I had to manually lock on using the actual Maverick then. I couldn't get it to lock on using the pod.
Okay, I'm gonna spin round.
Roger, mine are just coming into target now. Looks like it's going to be a hit. Double hit. 2 of them, total 39% damage. In.
So did you have to go and put your MAVS onto the left HSI, yeah?
Yeah, so I got my MAVS on my left screen, my pod on the right screen, but it didn't really feel like the pod was making them lock on. I need to Google that. Well, not Google. I need to watch a video to see why that's not locking on using the pod.
Right.
I have a feeling it might just be because I was a bit too far out. So I'm going to try now, a bit closer.
I'm going to go to 20 miles out from target and turn back in. And then select the left screen and then move the MAVS onto it.
Yeah, I had to fall back to actually aim in the MAV itself. I'm going to go for the same ship I went for there and give it another 2. I think the ones we're hitting on the mission are damaged already. Must be, because there's no way you can take these out with 2 MAVs. I figured it out. So you can get onto the target using your pod and then switch to the MAV screen with them unlocked. They'll automatically then lock straight up. I've sent 2 more rifles onto my target. Oh, it's trying to shoot them down though with its guns. Destroyed, so I think 3 MAVs disabled. The 4th MAV completely destroyed my ship.
Right, so I'm on the left screen. I've got it uncaged.
So uncage it now. Go right screen. Use the scene mode on your pod to get the MAVs lined up exactly with the target you want. Then you'll get a TTMR release queue then, because you got ranging information. So then just then switch to the MAV screen as active screen. It should automatically lock up by giving you like a double line in the middle. I'm climbing Angels 3-0 and I'll hold.
So my right screen has got scene on it. I'm now back on my left screen. It's uncaged, but I've got nothing at the moment.
So have you moved your right screen onto the target? So your pod is pointing at the target?
Yep.
And designated the depending on how you've got yours on. Mine's set that when I move it, it automatically designates when I stop. Yours might be set the more realistic way, which is you have to designate, which is TDC depress. So your MAV should be looking at the same place where your pod's looking.
It was.
Are you facing the target?
I'm flying directly at it.
Okay, so your MAV should be following your pod onto the target. Switch to your MAV screen, it should designate automatically once you're in range and it's actually picking up the heat signature.
Does it now need to be caged though? Because it's not doing anything.
Nope. When you say it's not doing anything, try pressing your TDC depress, see if that does it.
The MAV is uncaged, it's in range, but it's not looking at my pod. It's, if anything, as soon as I designate that target, it decides not to look at the scenery.
Alright, just use the MAV. I think you've got your TDC set up the way it used to be. Have you got an undesignate key? Undesignate and then re-get the target.
I'll have to come back out and do it.
To be honest, with the field of view put on narrow on the MAV on its own, it's quite good visibility from quite far out. They're quite big boats, so you can easily get a good lock. But I don't think you get any ranging information unless you're doing it with the pod.
Right, I'll try.
Oh. I'm in an orbit at Angels 30 over the target.
Mate, I don't know what's going on because the left screen is uncaged. I've got the diamond in there. The MAV's not following it. The right screen's got nothing. It's looking at the fucking shit I want to hit.
Okay. So it's uncaged on the left screen, and it's not moving, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's just looking. It's not looking at the ship.
Have you moved it to look at the ship? I thought you were just doing it manually now, or are you trying to get it to work with the pod still? Are you trying to use the MAV as a standalone, or are you trying to use it with the pod?
Right, so I still have to. I think I was just trying to use it manually in the end, but I ended up having to move the MAV by looking at the target, really, not by moving it down and then selecting it. I can't explain it, mate. I don't know the technical terms for it. That's what pisses me off about the game.
So did you just slew it on, or did you have to hold down your TDC, or are you just saying it's not following your pod?
So it sort of looks at it looks at the area, and then when I get closer, it drifts away from it. And then I moved it down somehow. I ain't got a clue.
Oh, so as you get closer, you do need to fine tune with your pod to keep it on the target, because it might lock something and then lose the heat signature at a distance.
Yeah, but I think sorry. So I think what I had to do was I caged it, dived towards the target. I then uncaged it again, and I got the release lines, and then I hit the target with 4 MAVs.
Okay, yeah. Strange. Don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Did you actually hit one then? Yeah, you sunk one.
All 4 hit the same target. I got 80% damage.
Okay, nice. I'm at Angels 30 over the target if you want to join me.
Shall we respawn back on the carrier and do it again, or?
Yeah, I was just going to fly back to the carrier and then do it again.
120 miles.
Well, up to you. Up to you, what do you want to do?
Fuck it all.
I'm going to go max dry up at this level. Straight to the carrier.
Tacking again, 120.
Yeah, 120 X-ray. I didn't realise you could resize the kneeboard, so it's made those slides that I made actually readable now.
Was it just the one kneeboard that you made?
Well, I made, it's all the case 1 slides.
Oh, I think mine fucked then, because it just displays loads from JTF, and then I've got loads from a single player mission that I was playing.
Oh, you might have just installed lots of custom ones that are always there.
How far are you away from the carrier?
Just passing 100. On heading 310, Angels 30.
Yeah, I'm heading 310, but I'm Angels 9.2. You must be the unknown behind me.
Yeah, maybe. What speed you getting? I'm at 0.97.
Uh, 1.0.
Ooh.
I need it light. Fuel state's 4.5.
Ah. Marshall 411, Mother 130 489, 1 aircraft, Hornet, state 6.7.
Tell that again.
It'll be Marshall 411, Mothers 130, now at 84, Angels 30, 1 Hornet, state 6.6.
Mother 404, 1 times Hornet, bearing 310, Angels 7.6.
So you want bearing and distance, but it's from the carrier, so it's the reverse. So 310 is your inbound. You want the opposite of that, which is 130.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's your bearing, your distance, your Angels, 1 Hornet, and then your lowest state, which is just you if it's just one of you. And then they'll give you back 411, then they'll give the weather, cloud base, case 1 recovery, BRC, and holding altitude, report C at 10. And then you acknowledge with your codex, so 411.
Yeah, we'll see if I fail that tomorrow.
We'll see. I'm going to put my holding altitude as 3,000 feet, so that's going to be my join altitude. So by 10 miles you need to be at your holding altitude. You might get signal is clear as soon as you get within the 10 miles, and then you can just proceed to do the commencing, I guess.
55 miles out, so I'll probably have to...
Fair one. I'm 66.
Mother 404, 1 times Hornet, bearing 130, Angels 5.8.
.404 Mother's weather is visibility 10 miles plus, cloud nil. Altimeter is 3032, case 1 recovery approved, BRC unknown. Enter Marshall stack at 2000, report see me at 10 and fuel state.
404. ILS was channel 1.
AFM.
When it goes on about the altimeter, what does it mean? Like, what is it saying? What's it telling me?
It's your pressure settings, so it tells you where the sea level's at. If your altimeter reads 0 and it's set to 3032, that's sea level. It should have defaulted to that anyway. If you look at your backup altimeter by your right knee, I think it's already set to 3031 or 3032, and by default that changes the altitude in your HUD as well to read correctly. So you've already got it. It's only if it changes. Since we don't have weather changes on this server, it won't change.
Yeah, so mine's on like 030.
Yeah, should be 3031 or 3032.
What do I say when I'm in 10 miles of the carrier then?
So it'll be Marshall 411, see you at 10.
Marshall 404, see you at
404, update state, go tower.
404, in Angels 3.4, fuel state 2.4.
Yeah, so it's just your fuel state, just 404, low state, and then your state. That's all you need.
Altitude. Altitude.
404, your signal is Charlie.
Okay.
So to that you'd just reply 404, 1 Hornet commencing.
404, 1 Hornet, commencing.
Marshall 411, see you at 10. That'll be 411 update state, go tower. 411 low state 5.2. Right, now because you're actually in the pattern, I have to stay at my holding altitude and actually hold until signal Charlie's given. So you can join as a flight, all on signal Charlie, but I think if there's another flight behind you, effectively we're 2 different flights, they would not let me commence until you're down.
Right, okay.
Well, that's what I think that's how it works.
Of course, I don't know what the BR's.
Heading's 105, so BRC should be 096. And then your calls would be paddles, and then you'd be getting LSO calls. And you'd be asked to call, asked to ball. Oh, I think you'd also report kiss off. Sorry.
Manual.
So it's 404 Hornet ball state, and then manual.
Fucking carrier's turning.
Oh no, it is, isn't it? Don't know how much it turns.
Wave off, wave off.
Once it stops turning, I'm going to give myself signal Charlie.
Well, I've not even landed.
Yeah, I know. I can just get in the pattern. I'll let you know when it stops turning. Oh, it's almost gonna have done a 180 by the time it stops turning, by the way.
Well, let's try this the funny one. I'm chasing its curve.
Fair one. I don't think it's too far off going straight. New BRC is 282. Oh dear. Dave died. Four and one signals Charlie then. 4-1 commencing. 1 Hornet. Oopsie.
Fucking shit. Can't land anything on this fucking area.
What happened? It looked like you just went off the edge.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure I was catching a wire.
I'm commencing. One's kiss off. One paddles callable. 411 Hornet ball. State 3.9 manual. You're at the LSO station. I don't even know what wire I caught then. Felt better than my normal approaches. I just stayed a bit higher. You know what it is? I'm used to land at an airfield where you got a 3-degree glide slope. This thing, you slam it down, don't you?
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Just rearming and shit now.
Yep, I'm just getting fuel and doing the same. I'll do one more run. I want to just confirm that I was doing what I thought I was doing.
Yeah, I just want to get that nailed as well.
So I don't know how you've got your TDC set up. If you haven't done anything to it, you'll be set up the proper way, well, the default way, which is where... So when you slew the Maverick, do you have to hold down the TDC to slew it?
Yeah, I had to do thingy depress.
Yeah, so mine's set up a bit like in the Harrier, where as soon as I move the pod, it designates that location as a new target every time I move it, and it means that I can slew the MAV without holding down the TDC. But all I've been doing basically, I've got the right hand screen on the pod, on the flare pod, left hand screen on the MAVs. I select the MAV screen, uncage it, select back to the the pod screen, and then I use the pod to select the target, effectively I'd move it onto it, and that then designates a new target. For you, it'd be, I don't know if you have to undesignate and then redesignate, or if you can just designate and it assigns that as the new target, and then the MAV has slewed itself to match where the pod is, and then once in range, as soon as I switch to the MAV screen, it locks that location up. If that makes any sense.
Kind of. I think all I'm going to be doing from now on is using the pod to make sure I'm looking at the right target, and then I'm just going to have to just manually use the Maverick as if I didn't have the pod there.
Fair one. Yeah, so it's sort of a halfway workaround then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair one. My aircraft, I'm watching the FCS as the fuel goes in. It can't decide what G it wants to limit itself to.
Right, I'm going to wait to a Cat 1, probably Cat 2, mate.
Rog, I'll swing around for Cat 1 once I get everything on. Oh, I see you've changed your skin as well.
Might as well, that's what we're going to be at.
They'll be exactly the same skins, it's just a new number on it. I do like the tank that's, what does it say on it?
Sunline.
Refueling complete.
Fueling's done, so just wait for the ammo to get put on.
Rearming complete.
Right, taxiing. The initial turn, is it a right turn off the carrier?
So, I, in Cat 2, would do like a bit of a turn left. If you're on Cat 1, you'd go right. And the other two catalogs do the same if they had people loaded on.
Okay, so it's just away from each other. But how much by?
Not much, because then our unit SOP is to follow the carrier's heading and then regroup.
Cool, so you can pretty much form up a mile after takeoff. It's an initial deconfliction whilst you're not fully under control.
Yeah, correct. And then as soon as you're formed up, obviously there you are.
Right.
I think one of the lads the other time, he launched too quickly and he got the jet wash, put it in the jet, and he almost put it in the drink.
Oh yeah, that'll happen. Good to go when you are. Power's on.
Saluting now.
Rog. Waiting 5. Saluting. I'll form up on you. 4-1's off.
Slight turn to the left to get us to waypoint 10.
Roger, joining. Just speed check for me.
400.
Rog.
Five degree.
I'll join Right Echelon, or Parade as they call it here.
Yeah. Alright, leveling up. Still 5 degree climb and airspeed is 38. Four fence.
4-1 fencing him.
I'll level it out at Angels 10.
Your lights are still on, I think.
Never mind my line.
Thought it was a fenced-in check.
Yeah, don't have to turn the lights off.
I'm sure. I read the SOP last night. It was late, but I'm pretty sure the lights off is one of the things, or lights set. Maybe it is.
There we go. They're off. So don't need to hold off about that. That's fine.
So you know you can set a switch that turns all external lights off, rather than doing the individual switches as well.
I did not.
So if you look on the actual throttle, that pinky switch on the left is that switch. I think you can click it as well, maybe. I'm going to spread slightly.
Yeah, it's just
I'm going to try delay 2 fuse and see if that gives us more damage. Did you just do instant or did you do delay?
be a lot closer, aren't we, before we can see it on the flare pod?
Oh yeah. There, my MAVs have just timed in. I've got a screen on them now. Mine have just populated on the flare screen now.
You in TV or
IR. I can see them better. I'm gonna go for the ship all the way on the right this time.
my screen's like really dark.
It might be difference in settings, and maybe it's just not loaded in for you yet. But the waypoint's high, so you might be looking at sky.
Yeah, the land's starting to what's that now? Yeah, it's
there you go.
focus.
Ah, there you go.
Map's looking clearer than the flare at the moment, actually.
Yeah, I got my MAV all the way in on its field of view, and I got the flare zoomed in as much as it goes, narrow zoom too. See if this does what I hope it's going to do this time.
You say you're going on the one on the right?
Yeah, far right.
Right, I'll go far left.
Roger. Trying to stay close to you at the same time as playing with my weapons.
What do I want? INR scene or what?
You want seen. So what I'm hoping is, what I think's right is, I've got the target designated in the pod right now, and the MAV's looking sort of at it. So as I get closer to it, I'm going to tweak that slightly. The MAV should look dead at it then, and then I should, in theory, be able to just switch to the MAV screen and it'll automatically lock it because it's already on it. I did think it should lock it on its own, but I don't know if it does.
So at the moment my map is uncaged. It looks like it's looking directly at it. So yeah, I'll switch over to that screen when we get closer, and then I'll just move the cursor then to see what it does.
That should be what you need to do. Right, I'm going to run in full power. We're going to try and release all 4 on the same target.
Wow,
Same level, passing on your right. It's going to go max dry now.
yeah.
It'll just give you slightly better TTMR. I I think the MAVs do benefit from a bit of look down as well, so that it can actually see the contrast rather than looking at it on the horizon.
Are you going to Angel 16?
No, I'm gonna go 14, just so it's got a bit of look down. I think tomorrow we're dropping from 12 or 11. We'll do a flight rejoin to the carrier as well if you want this time.
So when should they be able to pick up an IR target?
I mean, it looks like it could pick it up now on my screen. It all depends how big the IR signature is. They just have to be able to sense it and lock it. You can get like 12 miles range out of them, the MAVs, if you're careful as well. Yeah, that's 4 rifles from me. It worked how I thought it would. You just have to wait till you get a bit closer. 6 or 7 miles, I was getting luck. Wow, note to self, delay fuse 2 causes a lot more damage. Took out 2 ships in one run. Yeah, watching yours.
The front ship on the middle right.
Cool. So mine, I aimed for the front ship with the ship right behind it. So 2 of them went for that as well. Yours looked like they did the same. Yours looked like they did the same. They went, they caught the ship behind it rather than the front ship. That's the only danger you get. But that's only because these are probably placed so close together.
Yeah, it kept looking onto the one that was on fire quite a bit as well.
Yeah, that'll be the trouble we have. I managed to destroy 2 ships with 4 MAVS, so if we're getting them in a damaged state already, we might be looking in. You want to head back as a flight?
Yeah, kind of.
What angels you at?
4.1.
Roger, just looking for you. You're over near a target, aren't you?
Yes, I.
Cool. You got me on on the SA page on data link.
Yeah, but
Cool. Angels 9 descending. Do you want me to take the leaders in, or do you want to take us leading?
you can.
Watch. Oh, is that you? No, that's not you.
Yeah, I can see you.
Roger. I'm pretty sure I'm chasing you.
Altitude. Altitude.
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
be off your like sort of 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
What angels descended?
I'll go to Angels 3. Leveling off now. And power's coming back to 9-0. We're turning left to the carrier. Got your visual, I should hopefully overtake you on your left. I'm not going too fast.
Yeah, I'm doing about 450.
Okay, cool. I'm at 470, it's dropping. I'm at power 9-0. You want to join up and we'll go in, do the kiss off and we'll as a flight.
Yeah,
I'll practice the comms on the way in as well. Well, once we hit 50.
let's do the AI ATCM.
And we're 4 and 1's fenced out. Lights are back on, everything's back to normal.
Four fence out. I'll rejoin with you. Sure,
Rog. Got 85 to run. Speed stable 470.
See you, Flair, don't worry.
So I was just messing about.
I think if the ships are more spaced out in the mission tomorrow, it's going to be easy.
Yeah, they're really close together. I didn't really look at how close I was placing them. Just wanted a little group of them, but I think they are spread out, so I think it will be easy to target deconflict. And especially if you're releasing 2 on the first pass, I definitely recommend delay fuse 2, so that they really bury themselves and then explode. But 2 MAVs should, I reckon, destroy a ship. If it's damaged as well, that'll help. But I guess it does depend how many ships there are to destroy, because there's only 7 of us trying on them.
There's literally 7 ships.
Oh, so it's 7 for 7. Say one person fails, then the next mission there's going to be a mass amount of armor somewhere.
Yeah, potentially.
Well, that's where I feel like it's going to lead to.
Yeah, and then we're just doing like laser guns and bombers next couple.
Yeah. See, it's a shame because of the distances. We're only going to carry 2 MAVs, which is like a real pathetic payload. You almost want to go double ugly rather than, so at least you can have a 3rd MAV at least.
Yeah, I think he's working with a war economy as well, so each thing costs.
Yeah. Marshall 411 holding hands with 404. Mother 125 450. Angels 30. 2 ship Hornet. What's your state?
State 7 point.
Low state 6.7. 411. Mother's weather. Visibility clear. Clouds nil. Altimeter 30.32. Case 1 recovery expected. BRC unknown. Enter Marshall stack at 3000. Reports see me at 10. And 411. Looking sexy back there.
Yeah.
Didn't realise you've not done the basic training either.
I did the first version of it, and then it says, oh, I'm now doing the second version. It's like, oh, do we need to do it then? It's like, yeah. It's like, what the fuck, man?
I read the SOP, it's 72 pages, of which half of it is principles of flight. So I was like, skip, and then the main SOP bits are like lights and stuff. When you put different lights on and things like that, and I'm like, come on now.
Yeah, so when we did the first practice of it, we did all that, and then he was like, right, now everybody form up on Anderson Airfield, and he got us like taxiing onto the runway and stuff, and like looking at the runway signs and things, so which is quite cool. I like that. And then we all sort of took off individually, like within like seconds of each other. We went to some waypoints, and then we went home.
Oh dear. So is it really like basic flight training?
Yeah, but something like me who doesn't know what like the runway signs are, that helps quite a bit.
Fair one. To me, I just feel like that's going to teach me to suck eggs.
Yeah, for some people probably. Like he said, oh, this is the actual Hornet like startup sequence I want everybody to do, and I was like reading it off my phone and doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could do a lot of it without even looking, but not doing it in the order that they wanted.
And my question is, how would they ever know? As long as you got it started and fully ready to go, it doesn't matter what order you've done it in, as long as it's happened.
Yeah, exactly. But I've been caught out though. It's like, oh, you said you something or other, and I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck.
We'll see how long I last here.
I think more for me, mate, is that I had this fucking headset strapped to my face for almost like 4 hours.
Yeah, surely like most pilots are in VR, so they should realise that giving you like something to read that's external to your headset is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but they're not VR pilots, are they? Track IR.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, so for them, they don't have to stare into the screen, do they? We've got nowhere we can...
Oh, I didn't realise. I thought, to be honest, I don't see the point in playing DCS if you've not got VR. Maybe I'm just a snob.
Yeah, so for me, I would either need a massive monitor that now that I've got VR and I can fly, I'm not sick. This is the immersion. This is what I...
Yeah, you just don't get it from pancake mode, but even with track IR.
Yeah, even glancing past my monitor, see my shitty MOD curtain breaks the immersion massively.
Yeah. Oh, wave hello to the heli Harrier carrier. Got visual on our carrier now.
Yeah.
So I'll take us over the top. We're going to get a signal clear, Charlie anyway. So I'll bring us straight into the commencing, down to 800 feet, 350 knots roughly, and do the kiss off.
do it at the same time?
Yeah, so you follow me and it's the kiss off is when we separate. Marshall,
So
4
you
and
go
1,
into
holding
your pattern.
hand. Sorry?
What, so you start your pattern straight away and I just fly up and go?
No, just follow me all the way to the kiss off. And the kiss off is where we separate because it will be like 15-second kiss off. So I'll kiss off, then you'll count to 15 and kiss off.
Oh, okay.
And that's how it separates us. Marshall 4 and 1 holding hands with 404. See you at 10. 411 update state go tower. 411 low state 5.7. Your signal is Charlie. 15-second kiss off. 4-1 2 ship Hornet commencing 15-second kiss off. Right, going manual, so I'll try not to do anything too drastic. I'm going to go over and then it'll be down into the commencing. Power's coming back a bit. It's going to be a left turn to commence, eh? Or have I got the? I might have got myself muddled up there actually. Yeah, I got myself muddled slightly. Okay, cool. It's going to be one orbit and then down to commence.
Okay.
I messed the altitude up as well. I thought the ship was 180 degrees the other way because that's the way it was when we came back last time.
Yep. I'll follow. So when we do this kiss-off thing, am I supposed to be next to you or behind you?
I believe like next to me in parade, and then I'll kiss off. Then you'll kiss off 15 seconds later, and that gives us the circuit separation.
Right.
It's going to be a right turn to commence in a second. Sorry, left turn to commence. So it's left diving turn to commence now, down to 800 feet. Power's coming back a bit. I'll try and get 350 stable. I forgot hook out as well as on the see you at 10. I forgot it. I forgot last time as well. 900 feet, down slightly more. Leveling off. 4-1 kiss off. Then it's down to 600 feet after this turn and configure. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what we're supposed to do. And that'll give us the separation for this circuit. Hopefully enough time for me to clear the deck by the time you need it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Four and 1 paddles. Call the ball. Four and 1 Hornet ball state 5.2 manual. Deck's green. .404 paddles. Contact. Call the ball.
Hornet ball, man.
Watching you from the camera. Slightly low. Looking good. Looking good. Come left. Looking good. Yeah, cool. That was a 5-wire, but still a wire.
What's the big uppity about 3 or 5 wire or what?
So you don't want 1 and you don't want 5. Ideally you want 2, 3 or 4, or else you're on the edges of where you should be.
Fuck that, like you said, wire.
Yeah, that's it. Wire's a wire. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 will do the same job.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
I'll be shutting down very shortly, and my that means the radio will go. Good practice though. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Right, you're heading off, mate.
You asked me.